Hi guys, let's look at this simple question that we have here. Given that tan x is equal to 5 all over 12, what is the value of sine x plus cos x? So this is a simple question involving SOHCAHTOA. How do we know this is a question of SOHCAHTOA? We can see tan here, we can see sine, we can see cos. What is SOHCAHTOA used for? SOHCAHTOA is used when solving a right angle triangle, when an angle is involved. When you have a right angle triangle and the question does not involve angle, what we are going to use is Pythagoras theorem. But in a situation where you have angles involved in a right angle triangle, then we are expected to use SOHCAHTOA. With this, we know that the shape we are working with is a right angle triangle. So the first thing we are going to do is to draw the right angle triangle. Solution. So a right angle triangle is a triangle that has one of its angles equal to 90 degrees. So this is the right angle triangle and this is the 90 degrees. Next thing, we are told that tan x is equal to 5 all over 12. Let's call this angle x. So this is angle x. What does tan represent? Tan is the same thing as TOA, which is the same thing as opposite all over adjacent. So the side directly opposite the angle we are looking at is called opposite. This other side is called adjacent, and we know that here is the hypotenuse. Okay, so tan represents opposite divided by adjacent. So tan x is 5 all over 12. That means 5 is the opposite and 12 is the adjacent. So let's put them in their right place. So we have 5 and 12. Okay, so we have gotten the opposite and the adjacent of this right angle triangle. But we're expected to find the value of sine x plus cos x. So what is sine x? Sine x is SO, which is the same thing as opposite all over hypotenuse. And we also have cos x, which is k, and k represents adjacent all over hypotenuse. In this particular diagram, we know our opposite, we know our adjacent, but we don't know hypotenuse. So for us to get sine x, we need the hypotenuse. For us to get cos x, we need the hypotenuse. So we are going to use Pythagoras theorem to calculate this third side. Remember, Pythagoras theorem is used when you know two sides of a right angle triangle and you want to calculate the third side. So let's call this side y. Pythagoras theorem states that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So c square, which is the hypotenuse, is equal to a square plus b square. The hypotenuse is c. In this diagram, we have it as y. So y square is equal to a, let's call here a, so 5 square plus 12 square. 5 square is 25 and 12 square is 144. So y square is equal to 25 plus 144. 25 plus 144 is going to give us 169. So y square is equal to 169. For us to get what y is, we are going to find the square root of both sides. So square root to cancel out square. So y is equal to square root of 169 is 13. This means that this side is equal to 13. This side, remember, is the hypotenuse. So we now know the hypotenuse to be equal to 13. This means we can find sine x plus cos x. So sine x plus cos x is equal to, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So our opposite is 5, our hypotenuse is 13. So we have 5 all over 13 plus cos x is adjacent over hypotenuse. So our adjacent is 12 and our hypotenuse is 13. So we have it as 12 all over 13. The next thing we're going to do is to get a common denominator. Our common denominator is 13 because both denominators are 13. Okay, so 13 divided by 13 is going to give us 1. 1 multiplied by 5 is going to give us 5. Plus 13 divided by 13 is going to give us 1. 1 multiplied by 12 is going to give us 12. Therefore, our final answer is 5 plus 12 will give us 17. all over 13. So the value of sine x plus cos x is equal to 17 all over 13. This is the simple answer to this question. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like the video, share with your friends, and follow for more maths content. See you in the next video. Bye.